On Monday night, the public are invited to a free seminar in Bewley's Dublin Airport Hotel that will offer advice and guidance on going through the bankruptcy process in Ireland. These seminars are hosted by Paul Carroll, who's the founder of Neo Financial Solutions, and he joins me now on the line. Paul, I suppose before we get into maybe the seminar, this Neo Financial Solutions, this whole process, and your desire to guide people through it was born out of personal experience.
Yes, exactly. I've had my own financial difficulties, which ended up in me having to declare bankruptcy in 2010. So I understand very clearly and know what people are going through, and know the stress that it causes them when they are still going through it. So when, from a bankruptcy point of view, bankruptcy alleviates that stress, because the day you go bankrupt is the day your debt is actually gone. So no more phone calls, no more worrying about the postman coming up the drive, and that stress is a great restart.
Now, this seminar, it's focusing on bankruptcy specifically. Like, when does that suit most? Or, in other words, I suppose, when would someone be better maybe seek an alternative personal insolvency arrangement?
Well, I think the first thing people need to do is need to review their situation and see if there is a solution for them in personal insolvency, because it's only after you do seek a solution through the other insolvency arrangements that are available now that you can go through the bankruptcy option. Unfortunately, at the moment, the way the personal insolvency arrangements are in place, they're effectively not fit for purpose. That they're very difficult to get, and the terms and conditions are very onerous. So therefore, most people, after reviewing their options, will opt for bankruptcy. And bankruptcy really is what it will do if people are in significant debt, either through with unsecured debt like credit union loans, bank overdrafts, or with mortgage debt like mortgages for their own homes or else buy-to-lets. Well, they can use the bankruptcy route to get rid of all of the debt. Obviously, they'll lose their assets as well, but at least they'll actually start from the beginning. And the only asset that they may keep, and that depends on their personal circumstances, is their family home.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask about the family home, because I've spoken to a huge amount of people who are at various stages of the insolvency process, from simply falling into arrears all the way to waiting on court orders to come through, repossession orders, the whole thing. There's a fixation in Ireland with keeping the family home, and it's probably understandable enough, I think. What happens to family home in most bankruptcy proceedings?
It's difficult to say in most bankruptcy proceedings, but there is a possibility for you to keep your home, and it's a strong possibility. If you can pay your mortgage, if you can pay your mortgage when all the other debt is gone, well, then there is a strong possibility that you're able to keep your home. Now, the only thing that will go against that is that if you have a significant amount of equity in your home, well, in a bankruptcy, then your assignee will be looking for that equity. But otherwise, and of course, over 50% of mortgages in Ireland are actually in negative equity, so that won't affect more than 50% of people. So if you're in a house, you have a mortgage, and you can afford to pay that mortgage, well, then it's likely that you'll be able to keep your home, or the likelihood is much higher than if you're not able to pay the mortgage.
The process isn't free. How much would it cost someone who to go through the bankruptcy process from start to finish with Neo Financial?
With Neo Financial, we would, from start to finish, the process is about €5,000, and that includes over nearly €2,000 worth of taxes, stamping fees, etc., in terms of government costs. So that's what it costs. It's a difficult process. It's a difficult process that you have to go through, and you have to spend so much money doing it. Unfortunately, there's no government assistance or anything. However, from most people's point of view, when they see the benefits of what happens at the end, that the value is significant, especially if you're writing off a very significant amount of debt and you're getting your life back without the stress that's attached to that debt.
So for people who are thinking about coming along to the seminar on Monday, what are the details on what can they expect when they get there?
Well, first of all, the details of the seminar are on our website, which is neofinancial.ie. They can register there. They will hear about what bankruptcy is all about. We'll bust a few myths as to what people can do. They can work, they can have a bank account. It won't affect their lives in any significant way. And we'll discuss the many bankruptcies that we've actually pushed through the court so far. We have assisted over 30% of the total amount of bankruptcies in the country to date. So we understand what the process is. We understand what the bankruptcy division expects from bankrupts, and we can impart that knowledge. And hopefully, when people go away, they'll have a deeper understanding of what the process is, and how they can go about it, and most importantly, how it will affect their lives in the future.